Whenever you're ready.
All right. This is Frederick from Fire Emblem Awakening. And I forgot the line already. What?
Greetings, Koopalings, and welcome to this week's episode of the Nintendo Shack Podcast, Nintendo Direct Edition. We had Nintendo Direct today, our annual September Direct, talking about games from now, I guess, until, what did they say? Spring 2024?
Summer.
Something like that. Summer 2024.
Yeah.
I'm excited. It is Thursday. I feel like it's a flashback to when we did Shack every single week on Thursdays. And I have Donnie and Delvin with me again.
Greetings, Koopalings!
Yeah,
Long time no see.
I'm excited.
Donnie's excited. Yeah, Donnie's
I'm excited. I need it. It has been a day and a half. And I will spare everybody the details. But work sucked. Everything after the direct was terrible. And I need the pick-me-up. So I am happy to talk about Mario.
We are going to get in a good mood.
That's right.
Delvin, are you ready for our energy?
I am ready.
Hell yeah.
I'm one of the 1,000 podcasts this week. Let's go, baby. Oh, look at that nice kitty.
At the end of this.
He's
we
coming
have a lot
back.
to talk about.
He's back for more.
We're going to jump right into the direct.
Let's do it.
Save some other stuff for the end. So, direct opens, and we have the best announcement of the whole show.
Certainly not.
Splatoon expansion DLC side order. I'm so excited. It is going through the Spire of Order. It looks so good. It looks so badass. The Octo expansion and Splatoon 2 was my game of the year 2018 or 2019 or whatever year it came out. Whatever year was my game of the year, that DLC. And this looks even more badass and awesome. And for some reason, Pearl, the character Pearl from Splatoon 2 is like inside a robot that follows you around. What is that all about? Oh my gosh. You ascend the floors in the Spire of Order.
I like that.
Upgrade your character along the way.
Like a Mortal Kombat
This is like
thing.
the hard mode. If you are not into the single player in Splatoon because it's Garbo, which I get, this DLC is for you.
This DLC is for you. That is.
If you want a challenge, if you want something a little more mature, the Octo expansion was very dark. It was like very had like very, what's the word I'm looking for? Some dark elements to the storyline. Like it was like a really kind of fucked up story. I'm just saying. And so this looks like it's going to be the same.
I'm happy they're excited.
I'm so excited. It's coming out.
Did I see them picking their own like ink color?
I didn't notice that. I know you kind of have like a silver kind of palette to your character at first.
Yeah, they had like the color palette and they were picking all the things and
it
then
did
they
look
had like
that.
upgrades.
It did look like some color aspect to it. You're right.
That's what I was wondering.
Pretty. Yeah.
It looked cool. I like the tower concept. I imagine it'll get increasingly harder, and they said it was meant to be replayed, so Splatoon fans rejoice.
The one good thing that I really liked about the Octo expansion was that there were some really, really challenging levels, but if it was too hard, you didn't have to do that one. You could kind of do 3 more levels instead of that one
go
level.
Around it.
Yeah, to go around it. So it's kind of a choose your own path kind of thing. If you're not so good at rails, maybe you're really good at platforming. So I'm pumped. I'm excited. This is going to be awesome. I wish I didn't have to wait till spring, but it's okay. I'm good.
A common theme.
I can wait. I have plenty to play.
Well, that's true. It's not going to get me back, I don't think. Yeah. But
do you have the Switch Online expansion pack?
I do.
Octo expansion eventually became free for expansion pack users, so perhaps this will eventually be free for you.
Even then, I still probably won't. But
let's move on. Next, we
so
have
sorry.
it was rumored that there would be something Donkey Kong related. And that ended up being Mario versus Donkey Kong.
Remake.
Old. So is this a remake? I don't know.
I wasn't expecting this. Yeah, I've never played this one. This is Donkey Kong versus Mario GBA game. So Mario versus Donkey Kong is like from, was it Donkey Kong Game Boy? Is like where really it comes from. And then they made Mario versus Donkey Kong on GBA. And then they moved to like the games that I think most people think of when they think Mario Donkey Kongs, which is like the minis on the move. And it's like we have the new iteration of like Pauline. And then we had what is like Amiibo Challenge and Tipping Stars on 3DS and Wii U. I don't want to go too crazy. I am excited for this game and I will be buying it day one. I like that they're going to the OG style of this versus like the little toys that you set on timers and like have to, draw platforms and stuff for them to cross. I like that we're going to have some agency and we can actually jump and do some stuff. And I like that they're doing it in like the new Super Mario Bros. Style. It was one thing that I absolutely took. I was like, wow, and I guess the GBA game was kind of in that same style, but I maybe expected, when I heard that Mario versus Donkey Kong was coming back, this is not what I expected. So it was a pleasant surprise. I don't want to go too crazy. I'm not hyped for it, but I'll definitely be there. I'm here for it.
Are they charging $60 for it? Is the question.
I don't know. So I'll say this now. I haven't had a chance to dive into anything that may have come out after the direct, anything that came out on Twitter. I've had a day and a half. I haven't seen pre-orders. I have no idea.
Oh, I pre-ordered something. I'll tell you when I get there.
Nice.
Yeah, so it has local co-op, like you said, the new Super Mario Bros. Style. Okay. It comes out February 16th.
60 does seem like a lot, but they sell a lot of games for $60. If it's 60, I'll still buy it. Jules says he thinks he saw it was 50.
I feel like that makes sense for this kind of title.
Yeah, I agree.
I feel like out of all the Mario games we saw today, this is probably the one I'll wait on. It looked okay,
yeah.
But
especially if it's a
remake. So I don't have any hype for. Yeah, I can wait on this one.
I feel like that's a popular take.
Like it or not.
I don't think a lot of people like Mario versus Donkey Kong.
I never played them, and
even
when I saw them, it never like
Donkey Kong.
Yeah, there's that part.
Yeah,
but didn't we kind of know it wasn't going to be Donkey Kong?
Well, I mean, the rumors suggested that it was going to be Mario versus Donkey Kong game, not like a Donkey Kong game.
Yeah,
But I like these games. I like the miniature ones, but I'm glad that I always wanted to play like the old Game Boy one. I never had a Game Boy, but I've heard great things about it. And the way I understand it, this one is like that one, but just dolled up. But it's like the same mechanics, but they just kind of took those mechanics, made a new game in GBA, made it more colorful and all that, and that's basically what we had. And now they're remaking it, and I'm sure they'll throw some. If it's a full release game, I'm sure they'll throw in some extras in there. Nintendo's really good at doing that. Party games, mini games, stuff like that. I'm sure there'll be something there.
That's exciting for people who like that.
Thank you.
Prince of Persia. I have never in my life played a Prince of Persia game, but this looks like Metroid Dread coming out January 18th. New trailer. I'm going to get it.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I've played nothing but Prince of Persia games. This is my jam back in the day. Even
really?
When I was in, I guess that was junior high school. I used to
I
play
like
the original Prince of Persia game.
When you say the original, you mean like that old school one?
The old school one.
Dude, that is gross.
The one that was on a floppy disk.
Yeah,
I am ashamed to say that.
That is no bueno.
I used to play that and Doom in class. That's what we used to do. Like, hey. But yeah, I like the Prince of Persia games.
I just think the gameplay looks so slick and really nice visuals.
Very colorful.
Yeah, and a lot of background detail, a lot of environmental changes going on. Love it.
This looks way better than the thing they tried to give us when they tried to reboot Prince of Persia.
Well, that's true.
That was.
I mean, we all agree.
That ain't it.
Mm-hmm.
That
I'm
wasn't
hoping that
Is that did that come out or is that like dead?
No, that's dead.
it's been like
They murdered
rebooted and they moved it to another studio, and we don't know.
Okay, Dev Hell.
I'm hoping that our newfound partnership with Ubisoft allows us to get a crack at this one. That would be a lot of fun.
Tell me if you do.
So too.
Mm-hmm.
Horizon Chase 2 is out now.
I'm gonna get that.
Yeah.
I've
it's a
talked
Johnny
about
game.
it. Yeah, I've talked
You like
about
the
this
original
game.
one.
Yes, I've talked about the original one for years, and on OLED, the first one is great. I would want to know if they have like DLC planned. I haven't followed about this game. This game came out on Apple Arcade not some time ago, and Daniel told me about it, but I don't care about Apple and Apple Arcade, so I haven't paid any attention to it.
Of course.
But I will now, and I definitely will be getting this game. I hope they have some F1 content. That might be hoping a bit too much. Might be a little greedy on my part, because they did have the Ayrton Senna package, their DLC pack that they did, and I loved it, and I would love more of it. But it's if you're into like Outrun, like classic arcade racers, this is the best one that's been made in some time.
You named the one I liked, Outrun. Outrun
Yeah.
is-
So if you're like that, most people, when I tell them that, they play this one and they tell me it's too fast. Because I mean,
Oh.
it gets a moving, and there's a lot of colors, and it's a lot of things happening on screen. But I like it a lot, so I'll definitely be playing. I wish I had a demo.
How much is it? Did you give a price on it?
I haven't had a chance to look up any prices. I would guess $20, but I might,
$20
maybe I don't
sounds
know.
like the right amount for it.
I can look it up. I mean, I have a browser right here.
If $20 is the right price for it, it'll be 30.
Yeah, that's probably true.
That actually sounds too accurate.
It's $19.99.
Oh,
Okay.
they got it.
Yeah.
They nailed the price.
It's $24.99, but you get a sell right now if you buy it, since it's like a day one sale
Yeah. Even
for
better.
a week.
Okay.
So I'll probably pick that up then.
Cool.
Yeah.
Out now. Super Crazy Rhythm Castle. I don't remember.
Yeah, what the
this.
hell was this?
I don't.
This
I think
was
I
a
might have walked
game-
away for this one.
It's
I
from
wasn't feeling this
Konami.
at all. It's a Konami like rhythm game where you can like hear like it looked dumb to me. I'm not
You
even,
get,
I'm not
you
even
get to
going,
do
yeah, I didn't
Konami
like it.
music. It's like the
Yes.
what's the Final
Theater-
Fantasy
theater
music.
rhythm.
Yeah, it's like that, but
Yeah.
Konami. But
Yeah,
but also not. But also not as
Yeah.
good.
Could they
This is like-
not have thought of a better name than Super Crazy Rhythm Castle? That is like one of the worst names for a game I've ever heard.
No.
Just
That
looking
is
through
one
the
of most
screenshots, you have
Japanese games I've ever heard.
there's just no for them to be like you can play Konami music and from these Konami games in a game that looks nothing like any of the game that we've done that we do
Correct.
that doesn't have any of the properties that we have the music for. Like I kind of don't understand. Like I don't get it, but I don't know. People like rhythm games. Maybe it's just like for the music people. I don't know. This is
They like good rhythm games. This doesn't seem like that's it. this is not it. People like rhythm games, not this one.
it's $40.
No.
People are like, I don't know, Johnny, about this Mario versus Donkey Kong. Like, come on, man. It's not super
this
crazy
is the
rhythm
problem.
castle. Yikes.
Next.
Next,
Spy X Anya.
Spyania.
Spyania. Operation Memories.
I don't know what that is.
Isn't this the? Is that the
It's an
game
anime
that
thing.
they remade or something like that?
No, that's a different game.
Oh,
I don't know.
Okay.
My friend likes Spy.
Yeah, that's the people in the Discord and Twitter and
Anime
Reddit were talking
people.
like, yeah, I like this, but I don't know about the game.
oh, okay. This is the other game I didn't care about that I saw. Like,
I saw it and I was like, I have no clue what I'm looking at. Somebody in the
Next.
Discord was like, I like Spy. And I was like, what is it?
Next.
I think that's fair.
They showed us another trailer for Super Mario RPG. I wasn't watching when they showed this because I was at work. But I did see later that you can change the music from the new music back to the original soundtrack music during the game. And I love that so much.
That's pretty
The
awesome.
music is so
That is cool.
good and nostalgic.
Yeah.
And it's very good.
That's very good.
I would play like that, and I
Website
probably will if I get it right away.
I'm getting this.
Yeah,
I like Super Mario RPG, so
me
I will be
too.
getting this one day one.
The trailer mechanics were just, they were going over like the gameplay, how like use turn-based and stuff like that. It's like a command overview.
For the people who have not played it, I guess. Trace Memory. It was a DS game. It is.
This is what I was talking about.
Yeah,
okay,
that's what I was thinking.
Go. You do it then.
It's another Code recollection, recollection, and it's Trace Memory and its sequel, another Code R, bundled together, remade, remastered, remake, whatever, and it comes out in January. I have no idea.
Play the original version of this, Donnie?
No, I've never played this. I've never heard of this game. Which
I've heard of the game. I've never played it.
So let me ask you this, because when the rumor came out, everybody on Reddit was like, "Oh yeah, that game. I played that," and I'm like, "There's no way this many people played this game."
All those people were lying.
I know, 100%, right? 100%. I saw people. I think it was. It might have been Grub server. I may be iffy on that. But when the rumor came out, I saw so many people suddenly talk about, "Oh, I loved another Code." And I'm like, "There's no way. There's no way I know 60 people that loved this game that I've never heard of on Wii, a console that I love and adore. It's impossible."
Oh, Wii. Okay, yeah, you're right.
So,
absolutely lying.
It looked good.
It's okay.
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, the remake looked good. If you're into that sort of game, I was like, "Oh, it looks good." I'm not gonna get it, but it looks pretty good. Yeah.
Somebody will like it.
It's like a detective game. Look what I was taking, like a detective mystery game.
Yeah. I only have room for one detective game right now. And it doesn't, and it has a Pikachu in it, so.
Oh my God, Delvin, you are getting Detective Pikachu?
That's not the one. I think this game is probably going to be a lot better than that game.
Of course it is. But I like Pikachu.
Just wait till they put the cutscenes on YouTube and watch them, because that's all the game is.
If Garrett Bland also doesn't know this game, then none of these people. Then I am calling sus emergency meeting on everybody tweeting about how they like this game.
Well, there's not a bunch of hot anime girls in it, so of course Garrett doesn't know it.
Okay, I did not think they were going to show this game yet because they only teased it last Direct, but the Princess Peach game, it's called Princess Peach Showtime, got a full trailer, and it's coming out March 22nd. They showed gameplay. She has a lot of costume changes, some pretty cool. She gets a sword. She gets a detective costume. She gets a whole bunch of stuff. She gets a chef that she's making pastry stuff.
Legit giving her the full Barbie treatment, huh?
Yeah, I was not impressed with what I saw here. This is not the direction I was hoping they would go with a Peach game. Tell me what you thought.
I liked it. I thought it looked pretty cool. It looked better than... I liked it more than I liked what they did with the Super Princess Peach in terms of like, hey, she can cry. She's happy. She's sad.
Yeah.
So like, hey, just give her cool costumes and
I never played the first one. So,
I like the first one.
No, this isn't the same series as Super Princess Peach.
Oh, okay. I never played the first one, and I've never played a game starring Peach. So from the moment I saw this one, I've just been kind of like, I'm here to try it. I don't know. I have no hopes or dreams. I'm just like, whatever. Like, let's see what they do.
I think it looks a little generic.
You
know, it's better than another Kirby game, right? Or
it looks like it doesn't really know what direction it wants to go in. Like it's trying many different things. I would have preferred a full game of just her in that swordsman costume with the sword.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That could have been cool too.
I want to rewatch the trailer. I want to see a little bit more. I want to see what people say when it comes out.
Ooh, Garrett says it feels like a Bratz game reskinned.
I don't really. I don't know if I would say that, but I feel like it's. I'm a little bit surprised at that about the So the premise is she is going to a theater to see a show, and then it's like the Phantom of the Opera, like someone's taken over, and she kind of finds herself in all of these shows where she's playing the part of the show, and fighting enemies. I don't know. It doesn't seem like a grand adventure that I really was hoping for Peach. I feel like in the era of like how we had Peach in the movie, the Mario movie, you know, had a very badass role. The era of Barbie, the era of, you know, so many like badass women in media. Like this isn't really what I was expecting, but I am glad that she is getting another game of her own. So that is good.
Yeah.
I don't like the name. The name Princess Peach Showtime is not going to be selling things off the shelf. I'm just saying it's stupid. I wish they didn't. I don't know. It should have been different.
What name would you like to give it? If you could name this game, what would you name it?
I wouldn't say princess in it because she's not even wearing her crown in it. She's not even like acting as a princess in this game. I don't know what I would have named it. I mean, I guess based on the premise Showtime, like I guess it fits. But I don't know. It just, again, it seems all very generic to me right now.
I think that's probably the generic tag is maybe I guess I just didn't study I didn't study the trailer too hard. I guess that is what I feel like. I was just kind of I kind of got the sense that like this is what people were expecting. But now I guess hearing Rebecca, maybe I'm not. I honestly thought this was like kind of like what the first game was. And you guys told me it was very different. So now I'm I'm looking on it on different. Yeah, I thought she always did the costume changes and stuff. So
the first game was more like a Mario side scrolling game. It was cool, but it's definitely not this.
No.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So the first game, we don't talk about that.
I'm just out of the loop, also, but I like the Musketeer and the chef thing.
Game. It's not the same.
I like the Musketeer. I like the chef thing. I was like cool for the different outfits. It kind of gave me, there's there's a level in like Luigi's Mansion 3 where there's like a movie set and you like a Godzilla type thing. And I was like wondering if they're going to have like little reenactments and have like little jokes and little clues into like maybe popular IP or like little references, you know, like Nintendo can do sometimes. And I was like, that'd be kind of cool if they did stuff like that. I was thinking it was like very Barbie because there's always like, you know, like Dr. Barbie and Astronaut Barbie and all these like different roles for Barbie. Yeah. That's kind of what I thought they were kind of going for.
I guess. But again, it seems generic. Like
it might be generic. That's probably a good criticism, actually.
Yeah.
Like I don't know.
I hope it's good.
I hope it's good too. I hope
I
see more that convinces me.
I'm gonna buy it.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy it. Okay. I'm gonna buy it because I want to believe. I want to do some kung fu Peach shit. I want to roundhouse kick somebody in the face.
We need to give Peach a gun.
Oh wow!
Give her a knife.
We have like a buddy cop game with her and Samus, just like blowing shit up.
I hope she has a big knife for the cake, the baker cake.
It's a good call.
Saga Emerald Beyond.
Yep. I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine, man.
Okay, it comes out next year. Tomb Raider 1, 2, and 3 remastered. If you want your polygons to look just a little bit smoother, this is the game for you. It comes out on Valentine's Day, February 14th.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect game for Valentine's Day. Hang out with your love of your life, Lara Croft.
That's right. That game's coming to... It's coming to all consoles. You can get it on Steam, PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo. And I was happy that, you know, I talked a lot about like the Temple of Osiris games and those Tomb Raider games. I'm like, why aren't actual Tomb Raider games making their way over? And this isn't what I was talking about, but it's closer. Like
close enough.
It's closer. Like we're getting there. Yeah. So I mean, I will probably pick this up just to kind of relive nostalgia, probably.
Yeah, I like the original trilogy of Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
I was hoping they was going to add the PS2 games in it as well. I'm like, oh, that would have been really cool.
I want it. I mean, it didn't look great like in the trailer, so like I was kind of hoping to see like a gameplay like demo somewhere. I couldn't find anything on YouTube. Like I kind of want to see it in action a little bit more. But I'll probably get it anyway. I imagine it'll be cheap, so I'll probably get it anyway.
Yeah, $39.99.
I would like to interrupt the podcast to inform you that I just put Frisk in the bathroom and closed the door so that he wouldn't bother me.
You thought you did.
And he is now here again.
First, open that door. Like,
I don't
first-
know how he opened the door.
Look at me.
turn
I'm the captain
knob.
now.
Yep.
The door opens in, so he didn't push it open.
Mm-mm.
Oh my man,
So you think I'm dumb?
it's the goat.
On my last nerves. Detective Pikachu. We'll
Yes!
sell one copy for Delvin.
Did you play the
No
first one?
Detective Pikachu. No, that's why I wanted to play. This is one to get.
Why are you keep doing this? Baldur's Gate. Why do you keep picking up games 2, 3, 4 sequels in?
Why don't you play the first game so that you know you won't like it?
Because I didn't have it. What was it on 3DS?
Yeah.
Yeah, get
At
your
the time, I
hacked
didn't have a
3DS and download it, and then you'll know you don't like it.
Spoiler alert,
Sounds
Delvin.
like a lot of
You're not gonna like it. It's not very good.
See, people are saying they enjoyed the first Detective Pikachu.
Who are these people?
They're lying.
I don't know anybody.
One person. That's what I'm gonna call. I'm riding with you, Super Jude.
You have one friend in your life who's egging you on. He's like, all these people out here.
Who? From Twitter? Or
They're
somebody
on
that
the
you
chat
know?
right now.
Oh,
they're in the
Oh,
chat
Super
right
Jude.
now.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, really? You like that game? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Trombone Champ. I remember this game had its moment.
Nope.
Yeah.
Absolutely
Yeah,
No,
not.
no, this had its moment.
Yeah, this was like a viral
people
thing.
Yeah. People were having a lot of fun with
I
this.
didn't like this at all.
it was good with the
Really?
streamers when it like came on a PC.
It's like
they
very
were playing
funny.
it.
Like if
Yeah.
you want to laugh with friends, like you'll giggle through this game.
I'm not doing this.
As a person who used to play trombone, I was offended. Like, look at all these horrible trombone sounds. How dare you put this bullshit in front of me?
Just like the legacy of Wii music continues to haunt the video game industry. We just keep going down this path. They're like, grab your Joy-Con and be the like, absolutely
I
not.
think
Nope.
they showed off
No way.
the IR camera in the Joy-Con
They
more in
did.
this trailer than they did the entire lifespan of the Switch.
Kind of a common theme, yeah. Like this, the entire Direct actually had this. It came up multiple times. They're like, "Hey, you can grab your Joy-Con and you get the camera out and put it in front of your face." I was like, "What is going on? Are we about to get a
I wonder-
Switch Sports
None of
2?"
I wonder if they're priming us for new tech,
Hmm.
kind of reminding
maybe.
us of like, because I don't know.
How many ice cubes are in this cup?
Oh, shut up. Battle Crush Battle Royale Brawler. What is this?
This is a free to play battle royale game that's like a brawler, like you punch each other and stuff. The only thing that I noted is it's out first on Switch, so it's like a timed console exclusive. It's free to play, but again, like so many things in this Direct, it's out next year. There was a lot of that this year. I was like, oh, that looks cool. I guess I'll try to remember that 8 months from now.
Yeah.
You know, like- so, yeah, they got another game. Maybe it'll be the next Fortnite. Who knows?
Probably not.
Probably not.
War Tales is out today.
Yeah, that actually looked kind of cool. I forgot about that one actually. I forgot that it was out. That is interesting. I wonder what that game is selling for.
Look it up. Give us
I had to
some
walk
info.
away for some of these, so I don't really remember them.
My cats were tearing my air conditioner up during some of this, so I'm a little hazy on some of this as well. I was that when the Saga thing came on, that's what I was doing. I was herding cats literally and had no idea like what the Saga thing was. I was like, just no. I'm not doing that.
I was hurting children.
War Tales.
Same
Herd.
thing. Cats, children.
Let's see here. Oh, I got Nintendo make sure they're not showing anybody a war game under the age of 18. It's $40.
Oh, seems like a lot.
It's an open world RPG where you lead a group of mercenaries in search of wealth across a massive medieval universe.
No, that's not the Wargroove sequel.
No, it's not. No, not Wargroove 2. It's like the realistic top-down game that they kind of showed, but for $40, no. Like this was like if it was 20, maybe I catch it on sale. I give it a try. I'm not paying $40 for that. Next.
Contra, I missed this. Operation
Yeah.
Yes.
Galuga.
I saw this. I was hyped.
Hmm.
Way Forward
They
is making
remade
it.
the original Contra game.
That's
Correct.
a match made in heaven.
Yep.
I am
Look good.
excited for this one. I
Yeah,
love
come-
Contra.
Coming out early next year. Cool. I like that.
Yep.
Unicorn Overload. It's a tactical RPG from Atlas.
Yes. Unicorn Overlord, I thought. Right?
What did I say?
Maybe I got it wrong.
Did I say over? I might have said Overworld. Overlord.
Yes, this is Vanillaware and Atlas, and it's a tactics RPG. You know, like Fire Emblem Fantasy Tactics. It's got like I honestly wanted to call it like almost like a Dragon's Crown type look.
Overload.
Yeah.
Unicorn
Overload.
Overload.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
Like what is it like Odin Sphere kind of like a look?
Yeah, that's the one, Odin Sphere.
Yeah. And honestly, this might be my surprise of the entire thing. There wasn't a whole lot of this direct for me. I'm going to be getting a lot of Mario games, which makes me happy, but of like the non-Nintendo games, this would be the standout for me. This one, I was like, yeah, I'm probably going to get that and play that. In the absence of not having any Fire Emblem around at all, sure, give me one of these.
Okay. Cool.
My man Garrett, if only he was still here. Pour one out.
Yeah.
He's with me. It'll be us.
Next.
Look at us, Garrett. Look at us.
They showed another trailer for Luigi's Mansion 2 HD, and it has a release window of summer 2024.
Summer.
Which seems like a long time from now for a remake that they announced earlier this year.
It's a long time from now to get a game on Switch, right?
Yeah.
Just,
I
can't be the only
this was
one.
going to be this like October.
Right. I can't be the only one that when they were like summer 2024, I was like, not a damn way. Like
nobody's
going to
buy that.
No,
I feel
of
like
course
if it was
not.
coming out like this year, people would buy it.
Prime to be delayed. We will see you next October with Luigi's Mansion 2 enhanced on Switch 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what they should do.
That's probably what will happen.
They took a moment to pause and talk about the Nintendo Museum that has been being built in Kyoto. They're planning to finish the construction by March.
They've got a giant question block on the roof.
It's going to feature items from Nintendo's history. I feel like how many times have we said like, oh, where are those life-size costumes from
Where's the vault?
The Super Smash Brothers trail commercial, that famous Happy Together commercial? Like, where is the, golden Wii that they gifted the Queen? Things like that. Like, it's going to have stuff like that, I think, right?
I have no idea.
Not those, but like things like that.
Things like that.
Yeah. The Muppets.
The Muppets. Mm-hmm.
Yep. I hope they have. We got a question about this. I'll save it.
I will go visit this someday.
Yeah?
Oh yeah. I love this kind of stuff.
Nice. I don't think I would go to. I mean, I'm not one to vacation, so.
Well,
it's cool. If I find myself in Japan, I'd probably give it a stop by, but I don't think I'd be making a trip to go see it.
my daughter is saving up money to go to Japan. That's her
Good for
her
her.
goal. So I'm assuming when the time she goes, Dad will probably go with her, and we'll go to this.
I will live vicariously through some YouTuber travel blog that like gives me a first person, nice condensed tour of what's there. I'll be like, this is great. This is fine. I've seen it.
Wow. Okay. Good for you.
Experience it.
Okay. They showed off some long-awaited amiibo that have release dates now. The Zelda and Ganondorf Tears of the Kingdom amiibo coming out November 3rd. How long have I been begging for more Zelda amiibo that are not variations of Link? This is what I pre-ordered today from Best Buy.
Oh, nice. I was going to joke. I'm like, now, like 7 months after the game, here's your amiibo. We're good to go.
No. I collect Zelda amiibo. I have every single one.
Yeah.
Every single one.
And they look great.
They look very good. I love Zelda. This is the best she's ever looked. They also showed off the Noah and Mio amiibo from the Super Smash Ultimate DLC fighters, right? No.
No.
They're not. Why did I
thought
say
that was like Xenoblade or something.
It is Xenoblade.
Okay.
The fuck am I talking
A challenger approaches. Mio joins the fight.
It's like, yeah, like Pyro
Dude, the collective
and
internet
Noah.
would be like, what?
What am I talking about? Anyway,
It's like the Mio energy drink mix. It just like flashes on the camera.
half of the listeners just had a heart attack when I said that. I'm so sorry. Anyway, they look good. They're coming out January 19th. And then tell me if I'm crazy. I remember Sakurai saying we have no plans at this time to make a Sora amiibo. We only plan to make up to Pyra and Mithra, right? Is that her name? And then they showed it. They showed the Sora amiibo is coming next year. That's pretty cool.
Shaq just destroying Xenoblade today. Just fucking.
Yeah.
Did I get that right?
Yeah, no, you nailed it. You nailed it.
Yeah, I think
I
they
don't
weren't
know.
sure. I think they were struggling to know, like they didn't want to say yes, we'll make a Sora amiibo, if they weren't sure yet. So I think that's why he had to say that.
I don't remember.
I do. I remember.
I believe
I
you.
might get this. I might get this amiibo. We'll see. I like Sora.
Just like Final Fantasy, my eyes gloss over the moment I see the damn key.
That's
I'm
a
like,
shame.
oh, here we go again.
That's a shame.
So
No.
pay no attention.
Okay. Be happy. We're getting a new F-Zero game, everybody.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
It's back, finally.
It's back. F-Zero 99, a battle royale
I'm so hyped
racing
for
game.
this.
Nintendo Switch Online exclusive. Race against 99 other opponents and see who can cross the finish line first. It's out now.
Look at the hype Donnie has for this game.
I downloaded it.
So
I'm excited. This is the only
Little
circumstance
hype.
that you will get me to play F-Zero because I was a Grandmaster, Donnie, at Pac-Man 99. I had never played
remember
Pac-Man
that.
before in my life, but I downloaded that and I got win after win after win because I was damn good at it. And so I
Wrecking
bet
kids.
you I have never played F-Zero before in my life, and I bet you I'm going to come in first so many times.
Godspeed.
Thank you. I'll
They're
let
like,
you know.
here, this game's for free. And I'm like, nah, you can keep it. They're like, you've already paid us. Nah, I'll give you some more money. Like I've said a lot of things about F-Zero. I'm not going to back down now. I've never been into F-Zero. I'm not going to act like I am now. But here's what I will say. This shit looks chaotic and dumb as hell. There were so many people like hitting each other and like, if you hit cars, then you'll lose damage. I'm like, how do you not hit cars? Like, do you see there's 99 cars? Like the only way you don't hit anybody is if you're the front or the back. Like there's no way to play this game where that doesn't happen. I was like, I think you may have lost it a bit here, Nintendo. You might be going off the rails a little. I don't know who thought this was a great idea, but I liked my idea of Donkey Kong 99. That was a great idea.
No, that sounds terrible. I would not do that ever.
Well, we were very different people, you and I.
Okay.
I wish you well. Go wreck shop. Go be awesome.
I predict I will do one game and never touch it again.
I want to know how my
predict
see.
that as
I
well.
can't see says he wants Natotech 99. Now that I could get behind. That sounds amazing. I wonder how many people, these F-Zero fans, these marks, Delvin, they're out here on the Twitters talking about F-Zero coming back, getting GX remakes. I wonder how they're feeling.
Oh, they're
like,
upset.
here's the game that you've already had, but now you just play with a chaotic amount of people on the screen at the same time. Maybe it's fun. I could see like a streamer, like if you were streaming it and playing it and it just being like dumb and you're wrecking and falling off. I could see that being like maybe entertaining for a night. I don't know. Watch this become like the next greatest thing ever, like Mario 35. It becomes like the biggest hit.
And then they take it off the eShop.
Oh, that'd be even. Oh, that would make me so happy for it to become so
That would be
popular.
amazing.
Only for Nintendo to pull it back.
That sounds about right. Like, you like this game?
We hope you've had fun playing F-Zero. We'll see you in 2055.
Take it away on Christmas Eve.
The next game is called Bandle Tale.
This is where I actually really wish Garrett was still around because we got Bandle Tale and
Nunu.
Song of Nunu. League of Legends stories. What the hell was that?
It's like a. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either.
You play it. Eventually, it has an ending.
Next.
I posted an article of somebody that played it at E3 or Summer Games Fest or whatever, and they talked about how it was like good and they liked it, but I've never seen or heard of these games. Now, that's not saying much. I don't play League of Legends either, but there are a lot of these when you Google it. Like there are a lot of like these League of Legends spin-off games, and
Yeah, and apparently they're really good.
are they? Yeah, I mean, it's essentially that article I shared seemed to like it a lot. So maybe I don't even know what I'm missing out
They're
on. Maybe it is
up
pretty
words. Bandle, Nunu. Shut up.
Nunu.
No, shut up.
Nunu.
It's
It's that Nunu.
No, I don't like it.
I know. That's what I was gonna say.
All right, the second best part of the direct, WarioWare. Move it.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. This
Gets
looks
Joy-Cons.
so good. Bringing back the good Christian WarioWare. This is what was foretold in the prophecies of Smooth Moves. If you did not like WarioWare Get It Together, don't think that you don't like WarioWare, because that was hot garbage. This is WarioWare.
I've pre-ordered it. I'm all in.
This is good. This is going to be one of my favorite titles this year. Shut up, Garrett. Shut up.
Damn.
I'm in
I
day
hear
one.
these.
Day one, I'm in. This is my
WarioWare is my favorite genre of video games. Period.
voucher game.
Damn.
So this is my freebie.
That's a bold statement to make.
I've played every single WarioWare game.
It's not lying. They're pretty excellent. They're a lot of fun.
What the heck is this next word? That's not a word.
Oh yeah, the Garrett special. Ayuden Chronicles 100 Heroes.
So many made up words in this direct.
I love this podcast so much.
Absolutely not.
Every one of these just
I'm cool
silence and
Just a blanket stare. Like, nah, we're good.
there's no life behind those eyes. There's nothing. Nothing's there
eyes.
for anybody. Just
Yeah.
people like these little RPGs. I've heard
Yeah.
of these.
I'm
So
happy for them.
These are
those
pretty
people.
good, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Eastward, remember that little indie game that was like really pretty and cool and neat and fun? It's
Yep.
getting Octopia DLC.
Nope.
Did y'all play Eastward?
I played some of Eastward.
Oh, that really seems like a Beck special there.
It's like a farming edition to it.
Yeah, I didn't play
It's like
Eastward,
taking
so-
place in the world of Eastward. It's like adding content,
That's
which is cool. I like that. We like to see that. It is good. I'm happy
Do
for
we?
that. Yes,
I'm
yes,
happy for
yes, we
people who
do.
like it, but nah.
We
Nah,
like it.
Nah, I'm good.
You know what else
no,
we
thank
like,
you.
Delvin?
What else we like?
We like Wargroove 2.
Hell yeah, we do. That looks good.
Yeah, I'm on the board with this. Yeah, that looks good.
So I did not play Wargroove 1, but I am now
did.
more interested in playing Wargroove after I played and enjoyed Advance Wars.
Okay, that makes sense. It's better.
Okay.
Yeah,
It
I
is
mean
better.
it's more modern, so it's a lot better. Yeah, I got into Wargroove trying to get my Fire Emblem fix. I didn't dive all in like a former co-host did, but I like Wargroove a lot, and we'll definitely play the other one. Like I played, I don't know, half of the campaign or something before I just kind of moved on to other things. But like Wargroove was like an abundance of content. There was so much DLC, and they're like crossplay and multiplayer and packs and build your own maps. And they're going even further than this one. They're like, you build your own game, you cutscene editor, map
That's cool.
editor. Like they're going bananas with this game. Like they're just
These
like
guys are
everybody
really-
play
yeah.
Wargroove.
They
And-
also have a much better multiplayer experience than Advance Wars does. The online multiplayer is better, and there is local multiplayer.
Yeah. And it's just kind of like a full support behind their game that like you just want to support. You know, it's like, man, they love their game so much that they're going this hard. Like I want to show them some appreciation. So I'll be there for sure for Wargroove 2. Honestly, I thought this game had already come out. I'd seen the trailers and stuff in multiple places. I didn't realize. I wonder if it got delayed or something. I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, they
but
probably
when I-
wanted to add the cutscene maker.
True. Yeah, makes sense. I'll be there.
Cool.
I will too.
Dave the Diver, another game that had its moment some time ago.
Yeah.
Couple months ago. It's coming out on Switch.
Have y'all played this?
What? No.
I have not played it.
I haven't played Dave the Diver, and I've seen it. I've heard it. I've heard it mentioned. I've seen people playing it. Seen it on Twitch homepage and stuff. There's a demo out, which I downloaded because I want to try it. I want to know what all the fuss is about. So I want to play. There's a few, and actually, I was saving this for whenever we talk about games because I played some games today. There's a lot of demos out, like a lot, like 6. There's a bunch of demos out, demos that weren't even in the direct that are out that you can try. But we'll save it.
Yeah, it's coming out October 26th, and I don't know much about it, but I know it's popular and had its moment. I would consider trying it.
Yep.
They showed off a little snippet of the last wave of the Mario Kart 8 DLC. This is Wave 6.
Yep.
They showed off Daisy Circuit. It's coming out this holiday. They also showed off 4 new characters. We thought there was only going to be 2. They showed off 4 with Diddy Kong, Funky Kong, Pauline. We love to see it. And Peachette. I will be there.
Yeah, I probably will too. I've come back around on it after trying it at first and just being like, it's more Mario Kart. I'm at least playing the cups solo. I'm not spending all night doing the streams and stuff anymore. But I'm at least playing the cups, and I've all caught up, and this is finally the end, so I'll probably do the same thing I've done. I'll download it, get the cups, and see what's there.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
Cool. Play with us next time.
Funky Kong's there, so I will be there.
Yeah, I'll probably race as Funky Kong too.
I'm gonna try Pauline. I love her. She's
awesome.
the best Mario girl.
And you don't like Mario versus Donkey Kong. This doesn't make any sense. That's her series.
I don't care. They should make a game where she is the main character.
Well, yeah, no, she's not the main character and definitely not as playable, but she's kind
They
of
should give her a
she's
sword.
like the show of Mario vs. Donkey Kong.
No, give her a sword. Among Us, you're making up words again, Donnie. The fungal?
I'm not even sure, was it the fungi or the fungal? It was long and like an L, but I was like, is that an I? And I don't know, but I think it's the fungal.
It's Among Us.
Fungal?
More
It's a new map.
It sounds like a disease.
Sus. Emergency meeting.
Yeah, they're adding a new map to Among Us. I have not played that game in some time.
I was just about to ask.
It's too much.
It's been
Too
a while
much.
since I played it.
It almost ripped
Can't
us
do it.
apart. We played
It
it
did.
one night as PSVG, and I was like, never again. I'm never playing this game again.
I played at one point with my former dear friend, that Ninja Dev, that traitor, that piece of garbage. And I will never
remember-
touch the game again.
Didn't Kevin kill me or something? And then he killed someone in front of me and then blamed me. It was so sad.
Yeah. And the same thing happened to me with Rebecca, and nobody believed me. I was
I
like,
remember
I'm
that.
telling
That-
you, I watched
remember.
her do it. And she's like, I don't know what you're talking about. And everybody took her side. I was like, how? How are you going to take her side? She just fucking got here. What?
I
was so
saw it.
mad.
I saw the whole thing happen. And I took her side.
I was so mad.
I was like, you know what?
I
She might have a point.
You seen people stupid commercials that make fun of gamer rage quit? That was me. I was like, fuck this game. I don't even like this game. I don't even want to play this game.
Good times. They showed a highlight reel, which the only thing I noticed on the highlight reel was that they were showing games that they had just announced a few minutes ago.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was like a roadmap. It was like, here's what's coming out. And then they did it week at a time. And up until January, they have a game coming out every 2 weeks. They were like,
pretty
here's a
much.
game, and I was like, man, they really do have a lot of, granted, not the most groundbreaking titles, but they have a lot of titles. There's a lot of stuff
A
coming.
lot of
For
lot of
this being
content
the
coming out.
end of the console's life.
Yeah, it's going to cost you a lot of money to buy all these things. That's for sure. And then even into next year, they have a full lineup next year of stuff. Main IP, main characters, Mario, Peach, Luigi, stuff, man. I was kind of nuts. And
It's
that's
cool to
why
see. Good to see.
they hit me with that summer 2024. And I was like,
Donnie, Donnie, if there's no next Switch hardware next year,
Don't say that. I can't do
I
this
will
another year.
launch myself and my Switch into the Delaware River.
Delaware River. That's right. Yeah, I can't go another year. It needs that. Come on, Nintendo. It's time. Let's move on.
We're not getting
It
new
is time.
hardware.
It makes you wonder about it, doesn't it? Like, you say it in your head, you're like, there's no way. And then they're like, summer 2024, and you're like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Here we go again. We're going to get a direct in June where they're like, check out the Wind Waker. It's coming September. Like, no!
Yep. Heart's gonna be broken.
We've got Kirby. It's the Kirby Fighters game. Just like, oh no. Like, you can, that's kind of the feeling that I was grabbing from this whole direct. Is like, you can see it. Like, they're laying the bricks out in front of you. I was like, oh no. I don't like
Here
where
it
this is going.
I appreciate it. Nintendo's just showing us the truth. That life's about disappointment. So be ready for disappointment. Get yourself hyped up to be let the fuck down.
I can see it now at like E3 or Jeff the Key, whatever the hell we do in June. At the very end, they're like, stay tuned. We've got Codename NX2, March 2025. It's like, oh no.
Or worse, they'll just say 2025.
Oh God. You're right.
Yeah.
All right. They had one last thing. The worst kept secret in the history of kept secrets. Paper Mario, the 1,000-Year Door is being remade in stunning HD quality, coming out 2024. Looks gorgeous.
Looks awesome.
Fucking stoked. Saved the whole thing for me. Really did.
Yeah.
I was surprised.
amazing.
I wasn't expecting this game to come.
Really?
Yeah, I really wasn't.
I did.
Didn't Grubby tell you about it?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't think I don't, maybe he did. I don't know.
he did. He told you.
But I've been thinking this since like the Wii U. I think every Paper Mario that's come out since, I'm like, why are we not doing it? And I just probably just more or less had given up hope. So,
I think they wanted to experiment and see what they could do with the series, and they heard the negative reception to the Origami King and said, yeah, we need to break this out of
spinner
the vault.
battle system shit.
Yeah. Yeah. So, okay, I have a unique history with this game.
Okay.
I had this game for the GameCube. I still do. It's right over there. And I was pretty young when it came out. What was it, like 2002, 3, something like that? Like a long time
4.
ago.
Yeah, that sounds
Yeah.
Was it?
It was a couple years after GameCube came out, I think.
I was under the age of 10 anyway. So I had it. It was one of my only Mario games because nobody in my house bought me Mario games. And
That's
the
where it
only
comes from.
RPG that I had played at that point was Pokemon. And I felt like I really didn't know what I was doing. I didn't really get RPGs at the time. I didn't know like what I was supposed to do with like leveling up my characters and things like that. Like I just didn't really get it. It didn't click. So like I think I only got like maybe a chapter or two into it. I liked it. I just didn't really get it. There was like a lot of dialogue for me at the time.
Yeah.
And so it proudly sat on my shelf for the next 20 years. I always took pride in owning this game, but I have never played it more than just a little bit, tiny bit as a kid. And I kept saying, you know, I want to play it, but it's a long game for me. I don't really like long games, especially Mario games. So I decided what I'm going to do now that the remake is announced is play the original instead.
Oh. Okay.
I'll buy it when it comes out if it gets a physical release.
I was just kind of thinking, I was like, why? I mean, it is going to be a long wait. So I guess you could just play both. But at this point, I'd almost rather you play like a modern version. But you play a lot of retro stuff anyway. I think I love this game.
My retro stuff, yeah.
I love this game.
I want to know. I'll probably stream it too. I want to play it on like the original, you know.
I think you will too. I was a little surprised how much you love Mario RPG. I figured you would I've already
Okay,
given
let's
this one a
not go overboard. I liked Mario RPG. It's a good game.
Oh, okay.
I'm not crazy about I recognize it's fun. I enjoyed it.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I will get
then
the
I stand
remake.
corrected. I stand corrected.
Like,
How people
you have
feel
to understand. Yeah.
how people feel about Mario RPG is how I feel about Thousand Year Door. Like that love that they have for that game and it being like that RPG, and people talk about it being like, oh, it's like an RPG. It's like my first RPG is the one I got into and stuff like that. It's more or less the kind of how I feel about Thousand Year Door. I have a lot more nostalgia for Thousand Year Door than I do Mario RPG.
Can I share a little tidbit of interesting information about this game?
Sure.
Of course.
In from 2016 to 2018, the Nintendo subreddit did a huge tournament bracket to find out the best Nintendo game of all time. It included 1,250 games, spanned over 2 years of voting, and the overall accumulated tens of thousands of votes. I remember voting in this every single week. They would do games, you vote between two of them. Some of them move on, some of them don't. The final four of this poll was Metroid Prime Trilogy. Shut up. Metroid Prime Trilogy, Pokemon Soul Silver,
Okay.
Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door,
Yes.
and The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. Okay. The final two were Breath of the Wild and Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. Breath of the Wild ended up winning, but it was really close. Paper Mario got 45% of the votes. Breath of the Wild got 52% of the votes. So it was pretty damn close. So people of Reddit at the time called it the second best Nintendo published game of all time.
Wow. I mean,
Wow.
I love this game. I mean, I'll give my little story for it. I loved my GameCube. It was one of the first consoles I had bought for myself. And I had so much nostalgia. I have so much nostalgia for that console and so much enjoyment out of it. I got 1,000 Year Door after it came out. I wasn't there like on day one or anything. I was never really into RPGs in general, right? I have my reputation. People know that about me. This time, though, you're talking about early 2000s. This was the most I'd ever played of this type of stuff. I was doing RTS games. I was coming off Pokemon. Like I was getting into Fire Emblem. Like our turn-based stuff was really my jam. And I got 1,000 Year Door at GameStop. Like I traded something in, and I think I got it for like half off. It was like $30 or whatever. I had heard people liked it. I remember the Game Informer gave it a good score, and I brought it home and I played it. And for me, and maybe this was me missing the Mario RPG time. For me, it was like I experienced Mario in a different light than I had ever thought. It was so funny and so witty, and the characters and the story was so bizarre and different than the Mario games that I played to this point. I had played Mario Bros. I played Super Mario World. I played Mario 64, Mario 3, and then this one. Like this was like my first like spin-off, different kind of thing. To see so many characters have so much dialogue, and like your party members, they all have like their own persona, like their own character. And I'm saying all of that to just bury the lead. I've said this before. I said this when Shaq back in the day, like Jason, Kevin, Donnie, Shaq. I said it with Caroline. I said it with Rebecca, and I'm going to say it again. 1,000 Year Door is one of the prettiest video games I've ever seen. I absolutely love the art style in this game. It's so
Great art style.
Different than like what Nintendo does with Mario. It's so contrasty. You have like these Twilight Town and all this spooky stuff and like those black and white backdrops, and it was like very GameCube. Like it's not crazy for GameCube. Wind Waker, Beautiful Joe, like it was kind of the time. Like that's like we were just doing stuff like that. But they really haven't done it since. Like it's not something they've ever really like kind of gone back to. What is it called? Is it like Rogue Town? I think is like
Rogueport.
Rogueport, thank you. Yeah. So like that looks very much like a city center, but when you get out into the actual worlds that you're exploring, like they're so crazy different and vibrant. It's the thing that I've really appreciated about Origami King. I didn't finish Origami King. I played a bunch of it. The thing I liked about most is it was a beautiful game. And having seen what they did with Color Splash and Origami King, that engine, and then you adapt that to Thousand Year Door, and I could not be more excited. Like, all in. This saved the whole direct for me. I'm very excited. I can't wait to go back. This should be amazing on OLED. Like on OLED or modern TVs, this is going to be, like, if you're into pretty games, you like some graphics with an X, like, this game is going to be a shower for sure. Fun story too, and what I remember of it. Crazy story. I don't want to spoil it. I mean, they showed some of it in trailer, going to space and shit. What? Like, what's going on, man? What is that? Where's the Mario game that I grew up knowing? Like, it was like a jarring experience for me. And I think that's why it remains memorable and why I like it so much. And it also feels like it's, for me, again, not being into turn-based stuff as much, especially with like what was the Mario and Luigi games too? Like all downhill from here.
Bowser Inside Story.
And it just never quite reached that peak again. So for me, I think a lot of my excitement for this game is pure nostalgia. Like the idea of like just going back to when I just loved this game instead of trying to find that high again. I've never found that high again. So
I think a lot of people because I want to address in chat how it's the second worst selling Paper Mario game, but everybody loves it. I would like to address
I bought
that.
it.
Yeah, many people have played it on an aquatic marine animal in the same HD 1080p 60 FPS capacity.
Yeah. Yep.
Crimes.
I've got it on my Wii U.
Yeah.
It works.
But I don't want that to discourage anybody from buying it because y'all should go support that game.
As XPS says, being a flop console played no
true.
its part too.
That is
the
so
GameCube,
true.
That was the biggest crime of like being, and I have that with me on both the GameCube and the Wii U. Just wanting people to like this console that I love so much.
Yeah. I get it.
Oh, there's a bunny right outside of my window. I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. Okay,
What are you, Delvin?
Go catch it.
Got Thousand Year Door story?
No, I don't. I remember playing it, but I played it like long after GameCube was quote unquote dead and gone. I remember going to a girl's house who had a GameCube long after people was having GameCubes, and she had like 3 games.
And that impressed you that she had the GameCube.
Absolutely not.
Should have put a ring on it.
Not at all. No, I
100%.
shouldn't have. She had.
That's a green flag, man.
No, she had.
Yeah, that is
she
a
had-
green flag.
It'd be like the
She had
biggest
one-
turn on. If she had a Wii U or a GameCube, I'm like,
Her games
holy
were-
shit.
Her games are Bat and Kados.
She had Mario Kart, Smash, and Thousand Year Door.
Okay, that's good
One
taste.
plays gyms. No Animal Crossing, huh?
She
Double
also had
dash.
roaches. So I was like,
Oof.
Okay, red flag.
I can't stay up in this house for long. I need to play games that are quick to play. Get out of here. But yeah, it's a great game. I'm definitely getting it.
Yeah,
It's a great
I'm sure I'll be there.
like send off swan song if you're going to be doing these ports and stuff. It is a great way to do it. What a time. If you imagine you go back, the Switch is what, 7 years, 6 years? Go back 8 years and tell 8 year ago me that they'd be remake. You'd be at a time where Nintendo has like, they're approaching PS2 levels of all time sales. They've made 2 incredible Zelda games. They're remaking Thousand Year Door and Super Mario RPG. Be like, what the fuck is happening? What happened in the future?
Yeah,
And we're still on original hardware.
Right. Yeah, it's crazy.
yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's
Put in perspective like that.
It's
I mean, it is
impressive.
really nuts. Yeah, how far we've come.
Let's hit a quick news story before we jump into the questions, because that is the end of the direct. Digital Foundry and Nate the Hate chime. Oh, by the way, hold on a second. Can we address the Puro Twitter account who leaked the direct? Not the
Please
whole
address it.
direct, But he said that he strongly implied that the Donkey Kong game was going to be Mario versus Donkey Kong.
Correct.
Strongly implied that F-Zero was coming, but it was going to be F-Zero 99.
Correct.
So he clearly knew stuff.
And he got that trace memory thing. That was from him
and
as well.
he told fake leakers who were, once he started saying stuff, other fake leakers were like, oh, here's what I know. And he quote tweeted them before the direct and said, delete your account if you're wrong. And they were wrong, and he was right. Puro, the little red WarioWare character.
Correct.
People are wanting to know who this is.
Mm.
Some people seem to think it could be Nate.
Really?
Mm-hmm. That is one of the leading theories.
He does have access. Like, he's got a good track record.
Mm-hmm.
I don't always catch his stuff, but I like it mostly when he's talking. He has a podcast with MVG. I definitely tuned in after the Clock Tower stuff came out and all that. And I tune in when there's like notable things when it comes out, but they do a good job of talking. And he seems to have at least sources with at least developers that give him kind of eyes on. So if you're trying to follow somebody about hardware, he's as trusted a place as I could suggest.
If it's not Nate, it might be somebody who he knows.
True. Yeah.
It's somebody who has a good sense of humor, that's for sure. Because all those fake leakers don't have a good sense of humor. Pioro is my man.
He's pretty funny.
Yes. Anyway, Digital Foundry. Kojima. What's that, Delphin?
It's Hideo Kojima.
That'd be amazing. You know how incredible that would be if that came out? If Hideo Kojima's out here leaking Nintendo stuff? That'd be incredible.
It would be some weird stuff.
It would be, right?
Just be doing.
Just cryptically tweeting about Nintendo Direct information behind a Wario character, Hideo Kojima. Does that shit not make sense? It totally does. You're like, of course.
Makes perfect sense. You can see
and now, like, that's my new leading suspect. Sorry, Nate, you've been replaced. It's definitely got to be Hideo Kojima.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Digital Foundry and Nathan Haight chime in on those new hardware rumors we talked about on Sunday. Reports indicate that the
sock,
what you're
system
making up
on
again.
a chip.
Okay, why didn't you just write that?
Because people call it a sock.
No, they don't. For the new Switch, could be a T239 NVIDIA sock.
Nailed it. So proud of you, Rebecca.
Thank you. Or a customized version of one. The Breath of the Wild demo was running at 4K 60 FPS with a DLSS. I think we had speculated that, right? Showed near instant loading times versus a regular Switch version, suggesting a major memory upgrade. Didn't we say like RAM or something? There was a lot of RAM on it. More
12 gigabytes of RAM, but that'd be different from this. This would be internal storage. Like an SSD would be an improved memory bus, which means that streaming assets in like open world games pop in and all that stuff would be,
man, if that
load times would be infinitely better, thousands of times faster.
Donnie, do you know how much the load times for Animal Crossing New Horizons prevents me from turning on that game?
That's why I put it in here. I was thinking of you. Imagine booting up Breath of the Wild and instantly being into the game. Not that long load time with the animation and little things in the corner. Like, you just instantly start playing the game.
Man, I will get back. I will get into my island every single day if they do that.
Honestly, we talk a lot about DLSS and chips and power. An SSD upgrade for the Switch would do wonders. Like the Switch we have would do wonders. Like, this is this should be expected. SSD is the storage format now. Steam Deck has it. Ally has, like, that's what everybody has. But that should not take away excitement for having it. This would be a big deal.
The Matrix demo looked the same as other consoles, perhaps with the exception the RTX was nicer. Which means it's a nice RTX.
It's a ray tracing. The ray tracing was better in the demo, they said. And the reason that they suggest that is because, again, Nintendo was working with NVIDIA, and NVIDIA has better ray tracing than AMD. So it's kind of to be expected, but also, it could be that. It also could be that the demo's 2 years older, and maybe it's been improved upon since the last time we saw it. But
I hope this is a game, by the way. I've been saying that for the longest.
I do too. I would love a Matrix game. But the thing I wanted to ask you, are you ready for a world where Nintendo shows off a new console that has better ray tracing than a PS5? Is that not like kind of? Is that not like a mind fuck a little bit? Right?
That is, but
that's why I put it in here. They're like, yeah, the console, it's not as strong as PS5, but the ray tracing is better. Like, what? and think about it. I'm just to say it again. The next Mario game and all of its ray tracing. Like these are things I never expected to be talking about with a Nintendo. DLSS and upscaling and ray tracing. What the hell is happening over there? This is wild.
That's dope.
You trace those rays, man. Tears of the Kingdom is about to be lit.
I love that. Yeah, good. We'll see it in 2025.
Yeah.
Shaq questions directly from you. Hit us.
Let's do it. Don Robb says, thing you secretly liked from the Direct.
Secretly?
Yeah.
Trombone champ.
Delvin?
I don't know if I secretly liked it. It's Detective Pikachu.
Yeah.
I guess it should have been secretly.
Yeah.
What is the most embarrassing thing you liked about
You regret
the
not keeping that a secret.
What's the most shameful thing you liked about the Direct? What will
mine
we
is
ridicule about you?
Mine's a unicorn game.
Yes.
Unicorn Overlord, or
Yeah,
whatever
that
it was
is
called.
embarrassing. You guys have embarrassing opinions.
Sleepy Gamer. Okay, so question for Shaq. What should happen to those that complained about this Direct? I mean,
What
I
does
would
that
kind of,
mean? This
I would
was
kind
a
of complain
mid-direct
about
Hard
for
and
me.
feathered.
I didn't like this Direct.
yeah,
This
I
was
wasn't.
very good for a Switch end of life, but I mean, everything I liked, we already knew about.
I kind of agree with that. And I wasn't too
I agree.
like over the moon about it. It was good.
It was good.
Average. It was probably better than average. We've had bad directs. It was better than that.
Yeah,
But
yeah. But
it was
I'm
good.
Yeah.
Jules says, would Kung Fu Peach kick Bowser's ass?
Oh yeah, of course.
It's the game we need, man.
Regular Peach would kick his ass.
Just like the ninja.
Yes.
Like she's just the messenger, but Peach.
Yeah.
Just out here murking folks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Slitting Bowser's throat. I'm all for that.
Mm-hmm.
It's violent.
Jesus.
Remember, we gave her a knife.
Yeah.
Smoke and Joe says, what's your favorite game shown in the Direct? What do you got, Delvin? What's your favorite game? I think we know.
No, it's Paper Mario.
Yeah, it's mine too. I imagine it's so long from now. I don't know, maybe Mario Donkey Kong be like the first game that I'm going to buy from this Direct.
A WarioWare.
Good call.
Wario was up there too.
Yeah. Garrett Bland, with Metroid Prime and now Paper Mario Thousand Year Door coming to Switch, is it safe to say there won't be any GameCube access via NSO in the near future? Are they officially maxed out system-wise on NSO? I never expected GameCube games would come to subscription.
Yeah, I think it's been pretty clear that they have been more interested in remastering those games.
I agree.
Even before the Switch came out, I think that was evident.
Because it's money in it.
Was there GameCube on the Virtual Console Wii U?
No.
Okay. Because once we got Wind Waker, once we got Twilight Princess, there were a couple others, I think, on Wii U. Once we got Sunshine, once we got Metroid, I'm probably missing some. Like
Star Fox.
They can what? Star Fox? Oh yeah, what?
No, that's like the one that that's missing. Like the one that's missing in action is
Yeah.
Star Fox Adventure.
These games are more profitable to remaster and sell to you for $60 because you will
1000%.
rebuy them.
Yeah.
That being said, no, I don't think we're maxed out system wise on NSO. Maybe for the Switch, I don't know about the next Switch, whatever. DS games, I could see them doing.
Yeah, DS games on Wii U.
Yeah. You know how we got the Genesis? I could see them doing something else you know, like a
Dreamcast.
Dreamcast or something
Dreamcast
like
great.
That'd be dope.
Turbo Graphics, you know, all those
TurboGrafx
other
would be dope, too.
nonsense. Yeah, I think they would do that. Hell, I even think they would
Saturn.
like. I know that I memed about this, but Virtual Boy, they could do it. It's something they would do.
That sounds awful.
It sounds awful, but it's
I'd be
something
so
they
upset.
would do. They could do it. You don't know that.
F-Zero of consoles.
We still didn't get that Bill Laimbeer combat basketball. So,
We did not.
I mean, there's a
we're still-
bajillion games they could do, like whether or not they're interested in doing it. Saturn would be cool. That's very collectible and expensive right now, and it'd be nice to see if they could give people access to a digital library of those.
I never had a Saturn, so I want to play those games.
Yeah, but the GameCube, there's just too much money. People will easily buy those games for $60 a pop. So they're going to keep doing
Over and over again.
over and over again. They're going to keep doing that. And then they'll probably start remastering even more Wii stuff and bring that forward with remakes. And they'll probably do that as well. Yeah.
You know, we'll buy it.
Mm-hmm.
Get us every time.
Same. Yeah. Yeah, we're here for it. So I never expected that they would put GameCube on NSO. I would just like more games. Be nice to see more games. Miss Virtual
Remaster
Console.
Eternal Darkness.
That'd be a good one.
That's a great one.
Yeah. Be
That
good
is a
one.
great one.
What's the licensing like on that thing?
Nothing wrong with it.
Probably a mess.
Because there was somebody that tried to kickstart a remaster of that a few years ago, and they needed to raise enough money, but it wasn't affiliated with Nintendo, and I never quite understood how they were doing it.
They probably couldn't.
Yeah, I don't know. It was pretty like legit. I remember it was on Nintendo. I mean, it was years ago, but like maybe it was like a spiritual successor or something. But yeah, I've always worried about that game if that game would ever show up again.
Yeah.
They probably don't
Kyle-
want to touch it because it's rated M.
Yeah, they've got other games like that, and they publish games that are rated maybe not M, but close. You know, pretty edgy. Kyle the Pug says, question for Shaq. What is your overall grade for this morning, and what are your day one purchases? Also, why did I feel like Nintendo scammed us by having their description game releases this winter, when most were in spring 2024, maybe this summer?
They always do that.
Yeah, I think
It says
probably-
focusing primarily on games releasing this winter.
Yeah, and they did for the most part. It's a lot of stuff coming out next year. I don't want to be too hard on it, like a B minus. I think it's good. I'm just not like, excited about it.
I think it's very good for this point of the console life,
Yeah,
but like as far as directs go, yeah, maybe a B.
yeah,
Yeah.
If you don't like Mario, you're kind of shit out of luck.
that's true. We've seen worse. Like that's the thing. We've seen so
Yes.
much worse. This has been, yeah. You can't go too hard on it. We've seen much worse than this.
Donnie, can you ban this person in the chat at the bottom? just block them.
My day ones are Mario, Donkey Kong, Prince of Persia, Princess Peach. It starts getting a little harder to keep going down the list. Definitely WarioWare. It's already been purchased. War Groove, probably, and Thousand Year Door. Everything else, we'll see when the time comes. Yeah. Everything else. Even Tomb Raider.
Prince of Persia, Tomb Raider, Princess Peach, Detective Pikachu, Contra. Let me see. Paper Mario, of course. Mario RPG. I think those are the main ones that day one for me.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in here that I'm like, maybe I'll
There's a lot
try
of
it, but
stuff.
probably not. And it depends on what I'm playing, and depends if I can find a deal, and like it's just a lot of stuff. So, Rebecca, day one purchases.
Oh, side order. I think I already bought side order. A WarioWare.
Didn't you just kill this game like 4 days ago?
What?
We opened the last show. You absolutely destroying this game. You're like, it's the worst piece of shit on the
Yes.
planet.
Okay, but that doesn't mean the DLC is going to be the worst piece of
Just
shit
get
on the
it
planet.
right back in. Like they heard Shaq and they were like, all right, guys, now's the time. Release the DLC. We got her again.
Yes, yes.
Listen,
I appreciate it, Rebecca, because I do the exact same thing.
We all do the same thing.
I love to hate
It's
it.
what we do.
Yeah,
You hate because you care.
exactly.
Yes.
Yeah, that's my day one.
Loco Ghoul says, "What are you most excited for? Thousand Year Door or Super Mario?" I presume he means RPG.
Yeah.
So I think that's pretty self-explanatory on my end. I think most people know that already.
Yeah, 1,000 Year Door.
I think Thousand Year Door because I haven't played it before.
Fernando, what's the latest? What the latest release window we got for Luigi's Mansion 2 for next summer? Do you think there's a chance Thousand Year Door comes out before it? What do you think this direct means for Switch 2 release next year?
It'll come out. It'll come out before
2027.
It's cloudy.
Thousand Year Door, May or June.
Outlook not so good.
Yeah. June's not a bad time for it. It does feel like a
June makes
summery
sense.
game. Get it out there when kids are out of school and they got time.
Luigi's Mansion 2 does not sound like a summery game.
Definitely does not. Even if they released it, I'll be like, I'll see you in October. like I got time. I can wait on. I can sit on this because I'm not playing this right now anyway. But I said that before, and like, didn't somebody tell me that Luigi's Mansion came out? I don't know, like January or something. So
I think it came like March or something like that.
I don't know. Josh Jepson says, "How excited are you for the 40 Mario games coming out next 6 months?" Josh, look at me. I'm so fucking excited. I can't tell you how excited I am. We didn't talk about this yet. I've been playing nothing but Mario games all damn week. If you haven't been to the Discord, I've been playing Mario Maker. I've been playing all these Zelda courses, and yeah, Mario Maker 2. Rebecca, it's an amazing game. I've been going through my old favorite courses. I found a course that my daughter made like 6 years ago.
That's cute.
And had a great time playing it. We had a Shaq listener make us a level about Shaq and loaded it up. And it was like on our YouTube, and it was like in, I don't know, Shaq episode 15. And I was totally forgot about it. But lucky me, boy, did I save it. So I've been having a grand Mario time, Mr. Jepson.
Yeah.
And he says, for real though, Nintendo trying to sneak in some banger Mario sales at the end of the Switch's life.
Damn right. That's how you do it.
Are they going for are they reaching for the brass ring? Are they going for the PS2? Like, we see you.
I think so.
And we're coming.
Go for it.
Just like Charles Barkley. Last question. Jay Allen, what is the number one piece of Nintendo history you would want to see in the new Nintendo Museum?
Come back to me.
The one that I want to see is not even something that I can say because I don't even know if it exists. But I know that Nintendo has probably thousands of failed or game concept demos that never got greenlit, never got off the ground, never got anything. And I would love nothing more for them in their museum, for them to have like a little room dedicated to those ideas. Like maybe have like some little like monitor station set up with the demos playing on loop, or maybe have like some box art. Like, hey, we even got to the where we printed cartridges and here's what it looked like. And we didn't do it for whatever happened, like stories, like the stories behind it. Like maybe we moved on to another console, maybe the game director left or whatever. I love that stuff. Like, and I know they've got so much of it. And we saw them, they released the mini classic and they were like, here's a Star Fox game nobody's ever played. I want to know how many other nobody's ever played this thing before. I would just want to love like some weird, wacky idea that somebody was like, yeah, we thought about making like a Zelda pinball game. Like we've got it here, and I think that would be really, really cool.
Well, my answer was always going to be the Nintendo PlayStation, the whole CD-ROM thing. I thought that was always a cool idea, so I'd like to see that. I know Dev is saying the Power Glove. Dev, we could buy a Power Glove right now. Like,
I mean, there's a
Love
couple
the
of those.
Power Glove.
Isn't there a couple of those Nintendo
bad.
PlayStations like out in the wild? Like, didn't some dev kits?
I think
or whatever
there is.
Yeah, but have
release?
you ever seen one?
Seen a picture of it? But no, I've never seen one.
Exactly. And you're content with seeing it from a YouTuber's screen.
100%. Yeah, I don't need to go all to Kyoto to see that. It's fine. Give me a good like magazine, some good like a thick, heavy photo paper, and I can just flip through some nice quality pictures of it. Just as good.
So you want to go just look at the pictures?
I'm good. I'm fine with that.
I can just send you the pictures.
That's fine.
You
Yeah.
don't have to go anywhere. Just
Maybe if they had like this Nintendo The Lost Levels idea I'm coming up with, maybe that would be like, that's kind of cool. I'd love to hear that. Imagine like the Animal Crossing game that you've never heard of.
that'd be cool.
Like when we were messing around with a post-apocalyptic Animal Crossing, and then Miyamoto found out and crushed our dreams. Like little ideas like that. I love those about like the Iwata Asks stuff. I love that stuff. And I would love for them to put more of that stuff like on display.
Animal Crossing Resident Evil crossover game.
Yeah, exactly. Like what things did they talk about? You know that they're like, we were going to let Capcom make a Zelda game. And this is what they showed us. And we were like, absolutely not.
Yeah, no.
I would love to see like
chopping off people's heads.
Yeah. He's just like,
Violent.
Chops, like, the head comes off.
Brutally violent Zelda game. Like, no.
Or like they have like a game. They're like, we were playing around with making Link talk, and this is what we came up with, and we decided not to do it.
Yeah. Awkward ass voice.
Yeah, exactly. You walk up and it's like, "Hi, I'm Link." You're like, "What the?"
Get this shit out of here.
I think that would be cool if they just. I don't think they ever would, but if they did, like, lift the veil a bit. I care way more about that than like console prototypes and Hanafuda cards and stuff like that.
Show us the stuff that you almost did and thought better of.
Yeah.
Nah, we're not doing this. This is a terrible idea.
Yeah, exactly. Where's the what was the fitness reader thing they were talking about during the Wii U?
I remember that.
Remember that, Rebecca? All the rumors, and they had like the oh god, what was it called? Zawada's thing. They were gonna have like this whole health thing. It was gonna like monitor you and track you, and they talked about it a couple times, like out in public, and then just silently went away.
Yeah, they realized gamers don't want to do that shit. We don't care about our health.
Well, that's true.
No. Like,
Nintendo tried.
yeah, like, have you seen some of us? The last thing we worry about is health. Barely worry about hygiene. To our health? No, absolutely not.
So now I'm taking the idea, you say hygiene. So you take like the Wii Fit idea. They're like, we've got to make these people lose weight. And then they have like the Wii Hygiene game that they came out.
The Wii toothbrush.
Don't.
Here's your Wii deodorant. Making a rhythm game. You attach this bar of soap to your Wii controller.
That's so bad.
It's so true.
Didn't they have didn't they do like the love hotels or some shit like back in the day? Think they'll put any of that on display when they were out here pimping hoes in the streets of Kyoto?
That never happened.
Listen here, before he was your favorite household plumber, Mario was laying pipe of a different.
No, I have to go to Japan. You made this a must visit.
Delvin's like, I am there.
Day one.
Oh. This is what you guys did this. This is what happened. You were like, we need Delvin on Shaq. Well,
this is all your fault. You hear about Mario laying pipe. See, that's the question. Who is going to get this podcast canceled now? It's going to be either me or Donnie. It might be Rebecca.
Might be me.
I was saying, the sad part is we coax her out of her shell. She's the one that's going to get us put on blast. Ubisoft's going to send us a cease and desist.
Like, absolutely not.
All right. Anything else?
Oh, I played those demos. So there's demos out today. You can play Dragon Quest Monsters. That wasn't in the direct at all. There's a demo out for it. I played it. It's not great. It's really not. It runs poorly. Like it is some Arceus levels of. I was like, ooh. I don't know about this one. There's that other game. Remember that chibi RPG game that we saw last Direct, Rebecca, that I told you like I kind of liked, and you were like absolutely not.
No.
I forget what it's called. It's like Hopeless or Nothing Hope or something. I forget what it's called. But there's a demo out for it as well. And I played a little bit of it, and it's not quite it's definitely not like the RPG kind of thing I thought it was, because in the trailer they show you like a party of these chibi style kids and all that. It's like a dungeon crawler. Like you pick one, it's like a class, and you drop into a dungeon, and it's kind of like Minecraft Dungeons kind of, and you just run around beating up folk and collecting things, and you come back up and level up and get better, and you just kind of keep doing it. It's the Dave the Diver demo, but when I went to the demos page, there was a bunch of demos for like some of the newer games that I didn't see in the Direct and didn't hear about. So if you guys are interested in trying out some of this stuff, go check out what demos are available in the eShop.
There you go.
Sounds good. Are we not podcasting on Sunday then?
That's correct. This is our Sunday show. We will catch you a week from
This
Sunday.
is Sunday.
This is Sunday. Today is Sunday. That's not good news. Tomorrow's Friday.
That's
It's
correct.
almost
Yes.
the weekend. We're going to play lots of video games. We'll see you in a little bit over a week. And until then, keep playing good video games.
Play some Mario.
See ya next time.
Whenever you're ready.
All right. This is Frederick from Fire Emblem Awakening. And I forgot the line already. What?